Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing a review for the Nintendo Switch of Ni no Kuni. So without further ado, let's take a look at that review. Is it a Ni no Kuni or a Ni yes Kuni? Ni no Kuni 2, The Revenant Kingdom, was released on September 17th for the Nintendo Switch, although it has been out on other systems since March 2018. And it's an action RPG for those of you who haven't seen the series before. The game sees you control multiple characters, but the main protagonist is called Evan, who has to escape his kingdom due to an uprising, and he sets out to rebuild a new kingdom. Along the way you're assisted by various characters, and you can also collect creatures known as higgledies, and they can cast spells and also be used in combat. Just to quickly say, although this is the second of the Ni no Kuni games, you don't need to have played the first one to be able to enjoy this. The game is broken down into three parts. You have the action RPG element, you have the large scale overland battles, and then you also have the town building element. The game sees you complete quests to progress through the story. Approaching enemies will see you begin a battle, and then you have a variety of melee attacks, magical abilities, small creatures known as higgledies, which can also fight various enemies for you as well. And I'm going to go into a bit more detail now about those large scale battles, but also the town building as well. Large scale skirmishes are optional, although you do have to complete a few in order to complete the story. It was a fun element, but I'm not sure what it actually added to the gameplay, other than a way of extending the completion time of the game. Using the L and the R triggers, this moves the armies to the left and the right, and the joysticks move them around the battlefield. You can also sprint, and if you press Y, you can go full out attack. Simply get close to the enemies and the fighting starts automatically. The town building or kingdom building is the final aspect of the game. It's important to note that a lot of this is optional, but in order to complete the game, you will have to have built your kingdom up to a certain level, which can be frustrating if you have to go back and do this, so try to just do this as you're playing through the story. Adding certain buildings will unlock new weapons and equipment. This part of the game will add a lot of hours to the game. So you can obviously take maybe a 35-hour game and add hundreds of hours in from this kingdom building element. For me, for someone who loves ARPGs, this was a slight negative of the game, but it is starting to grow on me, and hopefully I'll begin to enjoy it a little bit more as I play through some more of this. So all of the footage has been recorded from the Switch in handheld mode. Something that I've really loved about the game is I think they've improved on the first one a lot. They've taken the action RPG element a lot more serious, and although people might complain that it's a little bit easy, you're able to change the difficulty setting anytime during the game. But for me, someone who maybe doesn't have an awful lot of time, I can put this in normal mode and really enjoy the combat. I absolutely love changing between the characters, choosing various weapons and unlocking new weapons. I can't really fault the action RPG element because I really loved all of that combat style, especially those higgledies. They really added something extra into the game, and I've absolutely loved it so far and can't wait to continue playing the game. Anyone who's watched any of my other reviews on the channel, you'll know how much I love that anime style artwork, the cel shaded artwork, and it looks fantastic in this game. I really truly have enjoyed this game. The one negative though that I do have to talk about is the world with the overland view. It has been quite a negative for me. The artwork during battle, when you're looking at all the stories and you're watching the cutscenes, they truly are amazing and you feel fully immersed in the game. But then it does spoil it when you come out of that immersion, you go to those overland worlds and they just look a little bit poor. So that is my one negative of the game. It is those overland worlds. My final few thoughts are, if you're someone who just wants a straightforward action RPG, you could see yourself being slightly disappointed with this game. Please do go into this game open-minded. I was slightly disappointed with the town building, with the kingdom building, but it has really grown on me. So do give that a chance. The only negative, as I've said, has been that overland view. But if you are going into this just for an action RPG, I do feel like you could be slightly disappointed. If I had to say pick this up or don't pick this up, I cannot say don't pick this up because it's one of the must-haves for the Nintendo Switch. Other than that slight little gripe I had about the overland view, it's a fantastic game. I haven't noticed any frame drops playing it in handheld mode, but I'm sure if you were playing on a larger screen, they could be slightly more noticeable, but in handheld mode on the smaller screen, I haven't noticed them. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below about what you've enjoyed about this game so far. But thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Take care, guys.